Hello, SAP friends. Benjamin Dare, sales engineer at Rondos here with another use case example. Today, I'd like to talk to you about security and authorizations in SAP. For years, I think most people kind of thought that SAP was safe. Unless you knew SAP, you wouldn't be able to uh, take advantage of some of the exploits that are out there. And so we've all kind of rested on the fact that we could survive just by restricting access via user access controls. So creating users, assigning them roles that only allow them to do the tasks that they're supposed to do. And we all kind of figured we were good. Of course, customers have firewalls, so if they get in, they're going to go after Windows machines. Why would they go after SAP? Well, now everybody kind of knows that SAP are the crown jewels of any organization, so it's the first and primary target that most people go to. And I don't believe that we can just rely any longer on user access controls to make sure that our SAP system is secure. So in SAP, typically we're going to PFCG for the profile generator, creating roles, as I mentioned, assigning them to users. But nowadays, security goes far above and beyond just user access control inside of SAP. We need to look at things like user behavior analytics, or do we have insider threats that could be potentially trying to uh, do bad things inside of our network? So out of the box, again, we have this amazing security essentials dashboard with three tabs across the top here. The first one that we're going to look at is this risk assessment dashboard, which is kind of a high level example of some of the items that a lot of auditors actually look at inside of SAP systems. So certificates, while not audited, are very critical, and they are critical because when those certificates expire, a lot of times we lose connectivity to other systems in our landscape. We put those certificates into SAP to make sure that we're permitted to speak with these systems, that it's done so in a secure fashion, but they do expire after some time. So it's important that we monitor those. And here we can not only monitor them, but be alerted if they are about to expire so that we have time to generate new certificates. Lots of good stuff here. Being able to make sure that users can't execute commands at the OS level. It's a fantastic thing to make sure that we are enforcing, right? The last thing we need is somebody uh, doing things at the OS level that have the potential to not only bring down our SAP system, but also do things like exfiltrate data, which who knows what they're going to do with that. So lots of stuff here. Being able to validate password expiration policies. These are things that user auditors look at on a regular basis. Clients that are open for change. Another big area that auditors look at, especially in production, right? It's not uncommon for us to have to unlock a client after a developer puts a change in, but we need to make sure that we lock those clients down following the change and in a timeful fashion so that auditors don't come slap us on the hand. The user behavior analytics is really fantastic as well. This will look at things like whether or not users are downloading files, as I mentioned, executing sensitive transactions, perhaps abusing their account status. And then, we have this login permission and change events where we can use geostats to track where users are logging in from. This is not things that people looked at in the past. I've worked for customers that had to be ITAR compliant, meaning that users could only log in while they were in the continental US. So if I were to travel, say, to Mexico on vacation, I was not allowed to take my laptop and log in. This would look and see if I was adhering to those policies. And so, we could look at login success and failures and trending of that information, which is important to be able to look again at internal and external bad actors, users with admin rights. So there's a ton of stuff in here. These dashboards are delivered out of the box. Any one of the panels that you see can be alerted on to make sure that your security posture remains strong, you're passing audits with flying colors and not having to pay for any audit defects or time rectifying those. Again, if you like this content, be sure to subscribe, smash that like button. Thanks again. Talk to you soon.